Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming, and on this video today, I am going to show you what I am doing to take charge of all the ribbon organization and storage problems that I have been having for years. So I'm going to show you how you can take something that takes up a ton of room and convert it to something that really does not. And I'm going to give you some ideas how to store it, how to make, if you don't want to purchase the cards that I ordered on, I think I ordered mine on Etsy, but you can get them on Amazon as well. If you don't want to order those, I'm going to show you how to make them. So it should be really good. If you're a crafter, my guess is that you have an overabundance of ribbon. And the thing with ribbon is that I keep going to buy more because I don't know what I have. So this system that I'm putting together is going to help me organize my ribbons by color. So if I'm doing, for example, an orange project, I can just look through my basket and say, oh, look, I have all this orange ribbon. So I really don't need to go and buy any more orange ribbon. So what I have found is that ribbons are sort of like socks. They have a tendency to take over, multiply, and you don't know what you have, and you can't find them. So that's what we're going to be doing. Tell me in the comments if you are struggling with ribbon organization and storage too. Okay, I can't even tell you in the last month, because I've been working on this slowly, how many of these I have thrown away. Well, we recycle. So how many of these we have put in the recycle bin? Probably at least 100, if not more. And my drawers were overflowing. I couldn't even get anything else in there. So, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you how to do everything. Okay, first of all, I'm organizing in these little baskets that came from Dollar Tree a long time ago. I'm a repurposer. I had something else in these, but now these are gonna be my ribbon storage baskets, and then I'm just gonna lay them in this cabinet. I decided to put them in this heavy-duty drawer that I have over here, like this, because 2 of these will fit in each drawer. And then what I can do is I can say, and I have 2 drawers, oh, okay, I need some pink ribbon. Well, here's the tub. I can pull this out with all my pink ribbon. Or I need black and white or red or orange. So this is what I am thinking that I'm gonna do. And okay, first thing, go through your ribbon and toss out or donate the ribbons that you don't like anymore. Because most likely, if you're like me, you have ribbons from 15 years ago from crafts that you were doing back then, and that isn't your style anymore. So, so that's the first thing. Robin says her entire craft room needs serious help. Well, I also struggle because I have an abundance of stuff, and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Somebody just wrote that to me in the comments here on Facebook. So this has been a work in progress for me, and I didn't just go from having these drawers overflowing with ribbon to suddenly having this, and this is just the start in one day. This has been many evenings of watching TV with my husband, shows that I maybe wasn't 100% interested in, and sitting in my comfy chair and doing this, taking my ribbon off the spools and putting them onto these little cards. So let's start with that. What are these? These are called ribbon spools, but you can also call them ribbon cards. And the ones I purchased, these actual ones, I believe I purchased them from somebody on Etsy like 3 years ago, and then I never really used them. But you can purchase these on Amazon. They're not expensive. They're just made out of cardboard. And the shape is not important. Oops. But I believe you can order them from Amazon. So what you would want to search is Amazon ribbon organization cards or ribbon spools or something like that. And it'll bring them up, and these are available in different sizes. Okay, what I have here is a medium size, and it is 4 inches tall and 3.5 inches wide. And the reason why they have this little thing at the ends is to keep your ribbons from slipping off the cards. So let me show you how you attach your ribbon. And I have a pile of stuff over here that I need to get organized and get on a spool. So we'll just start with this. This was, I think, from Dollar Tree, and it's like a denim ribbon, and it's 12 feet. Whoops. Okay, so look how much room that was taking up, seriously. So first thing is you just want to take it off of the spool, and normally it'll have a place where it was taped on. So I'm going to use this tape. There's no reason to tear that tape off and put a new piece of tape on. So I'm just going to use that tape to attach my ribbon to the card or the cardboard thingy. Okay, and then all you're going to do is just start winding. And this is one of those things that you can do while you're not really even paying attention to what you're doing. Can you see I'm looking at you and I'm winding my ribbon onto my card. And I have been putting multiple ribbons on each card. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So you can see I'm just winding it up. If your ribbon is super long, then what you may want to do is put it on 2 different cards, cut it in half, because some of the ribbons I have, I swear, they're like 36 feet long or something. And eventually they get too fat. The little ribbon cards get too fat. So I'll show you an example of that in just a second. So you're just going to get it on your card. And then what I like to do when you get to the end is just fold that over. I want them to look somewhat pretty. And I'm just using some pins. And I'm just going to put a pin in, and that will hold it on there. You can straighten it out if you want, so it's, you know, even. So look how much room this took up versus this. And I can probably do another ribbon at the top. Let's see, what do I have that's, I've been trying to use the same colors together. Oh, let me show you. Okay, so this ribbon right here was something that somebody sent me a little while ago, and it's beautiful, but it was too big really to put it just on one spool. So I put it on 2, and then I added a little bit more of this light blue ribbon to it. And believe me, it takes up way less space. It's easier to access. It's just easier to manage, easier to see what you have, so you don't keep buying the same things over and over. And these little, how many feet are on here? 9 feet. These little card things, where are they? They're just cents a piece. Okay, so this is not a big investment, but it does make, it will make your craft room look and feel nicer. Okay, so this is too wide to fit in that little spot right there, so we're not gonna do that one right now. But let me show you, like I have a bunch of grays. I could probably put all 3 of these on one card. And in just a second, I'm going to show you a way that you can do it without even having a card. And then, ooh, this is a lot of ribbon. And it works with ribbon that is wired. And then I'm going to show you how you can make your own cards if that's what you want to do. Okay, where was the end of this? Here it is. So it has a little bit of tape on it. And I'm just going to start it at one end. And I mean, it is a little repetitive. And sometimes when I'm taking ribbon off of this kind of big spool, I'm like, oh man, this is a lot of ribbon. I don't want to do all of it. But if you just do like 5 spools of ribbon a night and start that way, you can get organized. And just for what I have in these 2 baskets right here, I mean, this is what I've been doing in the last month, not diligently, just occasionally. And it has saved me a tremendous amount of room. Also, go through your ribbon and throw it away, donate it, give it to, I don't know, if you have a senior center or a high school that has a crafting class or something. You can, do something with that ribbon that you probably won't do anything with yourself, and that's just taking up space and making you frustrated. Nora says she has lots of ribbon. Yeah, I think most crafters do. I have a ton of Dollar Tree ribbon because it's just so affordable, and honestly, that's one of the nicest products that they make in general is ribbon. And so I feel like almost every time I go to Dollar Tree, I have to buy ribbon. Okay, I'm almost done here. And really, I just want to show you, I'm not going to do this whole card because this is super boring watching me do this. Next, I'm going to show you what else you can do. And I don't have a specific link to order these, but what you would want to do is Google, Amazon, ribbon storage cards, or something like that. And then you'll see when it comes up that there's multiple sizes. And what I'm using are the medium. Whoops, this pin. Yeah, that'll work. So then I could also get this one and this one on here and maybe even one more. All on the same little card, taking up hardly any space, way less than what, well, I've already thrown it away, but all these actual cardboard spools would take. Okay, so if you have a bunch of ribbon that's too big for the ribbon spools, and you could buy a large, but I think medium's the best size personally, then one thing you can do is you can just start folding it on itself like this. This is a lot of ribbon. And then you can just take a rubber band and rubber band that all together. And then I'm going to stick it in my little ribbon thing like that. Or this was some of the ribbon that I bought, the $3 ribbon that I bought at Dollar Tree. Well, it's way too wide to fit on one of these. So I just did the same thing. I just folded it up and put a couple pins in it. And I'm just putting it in my little container like that. So that is another option too. Okay, if you want to make your own ribbon spool cards, the ones I'm using here are 4 inches long and the widest point is 3.5 inches wide. Okay, and you can do it with any kind of thin cardboard that is thin enough that you can cut it with scissors. So all you would want to do is, let me get my measuring, is measure 4 inches by 3.5. And you're going to cut out a square first. And this was cardboard that I think was in a pack of decorative paper or something. Your cardboard boxes most likely are going to be too thick and too hard to cut. But here's another idea. Do you have any of these hanging folder things? Because I made one out of it. It's not ideal. It's a little bit thicker than a piece of cardstock. It would work in a pinch, but I think some type of cardboard that you can cut through will work better. Okay, so then you're just going to cut something at the end of each side to keep your ribbon from slipping off. Side. And it doesn't have to be any specific size. Okay, there you go. I just made my very own ribbon spool. It's not quite as cute as, whoops, these are the 2 ones I made. It's not quite as cute as the original, and it's not quite as thick, but it works. So that's what I want to encourage you to do if you don't want to order these. But if you have Amazon and you have Amazon Prime, so your shipping is free, you can order some of these. And when I was looking around trying to get the information for you guys, I noticed that some of the places will allow you to order as few as 50. You don't have to order 1,000, which I didn't either, but I think I ordered 150 because I have another good stack that I'm still working on. But if you have Amazon, sometimes you can get your shipping for free. Also, you can look for these on Etsy. And you don't need anything fancy. The point is just to convert something that took up this much space to something smaller. Okay, let's see what questions we have. If you have questions, let me know. So I wanted to share a link to one of the Amazon places that I saw, but there was no way I could get it so it didn't link to my own personal Amazon account. So I just can't share that, don't want to share that. But seriously, if you just Google, say Amazon or Etsy is your first word, and then say ribbon storage cards or ribbon storage spools, it'll bring them up, and then you can place your order. This is such a great idea. Okay, so what do I have coming down the road? Well, I'm not anywhere done. Not at all. So next up, I'm going to figure out how I want to organize all the ribbon stuff that I have. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put it on cards or what, but I do have a ton of this kind of like burlap ribbon that I need to get organized. And then I have a ton, well, here's another burlap one. And then I have a ton of little lace pieces, which, I mean, look at how much space that is taking up for something that would take up no space in a card. So I have that to get organized. I have a whole bunch of gray and silver stuff over here that I'm working on. And this is a different style of bin, but you can use absolutely whatever you want, or go to your, you know, Walmart, go to Target, go to Dollar Tree, and look for some bins that will fit in whatever kind of drawers you have. So that's what I wanted to tell you guys about. I am excited. I am feeling so much more organized and lighter. And like, I won't in the future be buying a bunch of duplicate ribbon or ribbon that I don't even need, because now I'll be able to see, and I have it organized like in colors. I'll be able to see easily what I have. Oh, I'm so glad you like this idea. And I'm sorry if my phone is moving. So, just to review, you can, oh, I've heard of people, okay, wait, let me tell you guys this idea. Lauren Harris is telling us that her husband used rain gutters. He attached them to the wall or to a cabinet or something. And then you can actually set your spools of ribbon into that. And that is fabulous. But I don't have anywhere to put rain gutters. And also, I'm not good with stuff like that. I would never dare to do it. And my hubby is way too busy to do that for me. So if you have the ability to purchase rain gutters, cut them to the size you need, figure out how to attach them wherever you want to put them, that is a good way to organize your ribbon as well. Somebody's asking, have I missed other craft organization tips? Nope, we were just talking, I just was talking about ribbon. And we were mostly doing them on these ribbon cards. This is a size medium. It's 4 inches tall by 3.5 wide. And I showed how you can make your own. Just cut them out of a piece of cardboard that's not too thick for you to actually be able to cut with your scissors. I also showed how sometimes when you have ribbon that's kind of too big for a spool, that you can just fold it up and use pins. That's another thing. I always use just your basic sewing pins to put my ribbon on the cards. And then I'll just pop it in the little thing that I have here, and when I'm done with the ribbon, I'll attach it back up and put the pin back in. Well, I'm so glad you guys liked this idea. If you think that your friends and Facebook contacts are struggling with their ribbon storage, then I would love for you to sprinkle this video to your social media. Sprinkle means share. It's just a silly word that we use for some reason. I'm not exactly sure. But if you just take this video and share it to your social media, your Facebook page, so your friends can see how to organize their ribbon, that would be great. Did I make my pin cushion? Yes, I did. And I do have a plan at some point to make something really cute, but I haven't gotten to it. This is just a little jar, and on the top of it, I just cut a circle of fabric, put some cotton batting and stuffing in there, glued it to the top. And this is handy, handy, handy. And I always have this on my craft table because you wouldn't believe how much you use pins. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I do have lots of fun crafts coming up. So if you would like to see those, if you would like Facebook to serve those to you, do a this or a this. That's a thumb and this is a heart. Or say something to me in the comments. Feel free to ask a question. And then the most important thing is to look to see if you've liked and followed DIY Dreaming yet and turned on your notifications And all of those things do not guarantee that Facebook will actually serve you the craft projects that we're doing here, but they make it a little more likely. And just so you know, you can always come to this page. Just put DiyDreaming in the search bar, come to this page, click on the video tab, and you can look. I have thousands of videos here going back almost 4 years. They're all labeled. So you can find and look at, watch, and don't make fun of me, because in the beginning I really did not know what I was doing. But you can watch videos from a long time ago or the videos that I did last week. Whenever it's convenient for you, in the middle of the night if you can't sleep, or if you're in the car on a long trip, whatever. Okay. Thanks for joining me. I hope that I inspired you, and that next time you're just sitting around watching some boring TV or whatnot, that you'll use that time to get a start on storing all of your ribbons. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.